It's week 5 of the NFL, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Jaguars, next on Madden Football.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Hodges, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken at around the 40. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's been playing at the elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 88 yards and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Niners at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here. Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Buchanan. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Motion man left is Kirk. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Lawrence will throw. And this one is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is fielded at the 27. Gets past one man. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Here's a 2nd and 8 as they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Hodges. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Completes it to Jennings. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
49ers.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This is Jennings. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running, and if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final down.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Purdy. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Straight ahead, Walker. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now a run with Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Purdy. Short throw caught by Pitts. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Play action, now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship.
Touchdown 49ers. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jaguars nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jaguars getting set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Jennings. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 3 yards out. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
42. Jaguars nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Lawrence. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Sideline and incomplete. He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we've message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Purdy. That one complete to his receiver Jennings. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st down, 49ers.
Hand off here to Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Pitts with career touchdown number 75. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, it's Hodges. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
121 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the 49er first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Back to throw, Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll look to set up his blockers. Gets around him.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word. But he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Walker.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now out come the Jags. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 2nd down, Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy bootlegging it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Walker with another carry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Now Purdy. And his throw is incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That's good. We're on Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got a man, complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Ken Walker.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the 49ers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Hard to believe his 1st catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
38-yard line.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. Here's Lawrence.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
This 2nd and 4. And Walker once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying the left side with Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. This is 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.